Alright, so here's another demo of my Fender acoustasonic. Awesome little guitar. This time I'm actually gonna not just use the external mic on my tablet, but now I'm gonna go through an iRig multimedia into the headset mic of my tablet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach to the iRig a NUX Solid Studio. It's an IR loader and a power amp simulator. So for the acoustic sounds, I should be using a little bit of the power amp simulator because that actually kind of helps with the volume for a bit. And then for the electric setting, I am adding a certain cabinet and mic combination of an SM57, and this is TR212. Not sure what TR stands for, but it kind of supposed to emulate 212 cabinet, so there's that. So yeah, I think there's better examples. So I've done the A and B side of each five position settings. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy it. All right. Alright, so this is kind of a comparison video between this Fender acoustasonic and Taylor T5. So in the Taylor T5 video, you notice that the guitar is more of an electric guitar versus an acoustic guitar. While this is more of an acoustic guitar versus an electric guitar. So I kind of use my my pedals differently, obviously. In a way, the versatility though, they're about on par. It's just versatile in different ways. So this one has more different acoustic settings and just a couple of electric settings, while the other one has one acoustic setting where you can kind of adjust the EQ, and then you have all those like pickup combinations, which is great. Especially when you adjust the EQ, it really invokes like different types of like music, different types of other guitars, which is nice. So I would say as far as versatility wise, both guitars are like on par. So I would say the acoustics on this actually sound better than, it has more of them, and I think they do sound better. Because if you kind of notice, like Taylor, with their current offerings of the expression system, they're not using that the first expression system where it was all magnetic. You know, they're not using it anymore. They're actually one of the piezo systems. That kind of tells you something, that even though it's pretty good, something was sort of missing. You know, in the Taylor like the first expression system. So I'd say the electrics on this is sound great. Especially what I do like is, I'm not for the clean electric clean. I'm like whatever. But what I do like is that, you know, you can like turn the knob up and then you get that fat clean. They call it fat clean, but I just call it like, you know, slightly overdriven sound. And then when you combine that with the impulse response, man, it's great. You know, it sounds like, you know, great rhythmic overdrive sound. You know, obviously like the Taylors are great too, as far as the different pickup combinations. And any cons? Are there any cons about this guitar? Well, I think before I told you about because this is more of an acoustic guitar, the humidification is very important. And it's kind of funny. I called Fender, their support, and I asked them about this guitar and about humidification stuff, and they didn't really give me any answers, or they're kind of shooting in the dark. It makes sense, I guess, because it's a fairly new guitar. But I mean, if you're gonna have it like out on the market, your support better have the information, don't you think? I think so. But like they asked me, "Oh, where do I live?" I said, "I live in California." And it's like, you don't have anything to worry. You live by the ocean. Well, I mean, the Pacific Ocean, yeah, it's closer than like say someone who lives in Nevada or Arizona or whatnot. But it doesn't mean that I'm close to the ocean. I don't live anywhere near the ocean. The ocean's like more than like 40 miles away from where I live. So you can't just say, "Oh, I live by the ocean." Well, you know, honestly, the humidity here in Southern California can get pretty dry. So, again, I went with the Planet Waves, the two-way system, humidification system. So I was a little bit disappointed about the Fender, like, saying, like, "Hey, you live by the ocean. That's all good." It's like, this is too expensive a guitar to like, say like, "Oh, you don't have to humidify. You don't have to really take care of it." No, you got to take care of this thing. It's great, but this definitely needs humidification. The Taylor T5, yeah, I don't really humidification. I've had that guitar for like more than like 3 years, and that one, it's more like an electric guitar where you just need a truss rod adjustment. But as far as like the woods and stuff, it's not too bad, not too bad at all. So that's a kind of a plus and sort of a con for this one. Big plus though is that rechargeable battery. It's so convenient. I mean, that's just one thing about 9 volts. It's like, you just don't know where they're gonna go, and it's just like it's just the recharging cable is just so much more convenient than 9 volts. I mean, honestly, I think any kind of powered, active systems, they should all come with some kind of rechargeable option, like Fishman does. I just this day and age, with the cell phone charger and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it makes sense. I think Taylor's a little behind schedule on that. Other than that, it's I would say the guitars are really a draw because the playability and the neck, they're about they both feel. I mean, they're somewhat different, but they feel comfortable, both of them. You know, and yeah, just if you're to ask me which guitar, if I were to pick one, which one I should get, for me, because I am more of an acoustic player, this one right here, because it has more acoustic option. If you're more an electric player and you want that nice Taylor acoustic sound, with the nice Taylor neck and everything, then yeah, obviously go with the T5. That makes more sense when it comes to like the electric guitar settings. But either guitar, you can't really go wrong. Really can't.